Morning. I was, doing some Showdown with my music team, and I decided that, hey, why not, show you this cool game I had. Okay, yes, we opened up. He opened up with a shiny Pheromosa, which, I have stories about Pheromosa, but you'll hear about those later. Anyway, I did a super effective knockoff on his Starmie, which pretty crippled it. And then, I knocked it out the next turn with a, bug hidden power. And then, his Excavalier, despite me being able to endeavor it, his Excavalier took me out. I'm not very good at commentating on these things. But, I sent the Flareon thinking it would be super effective, but then the Fire Fang missed, and, it has leftover. Okay, this isn't a very good team. I'll acknowledge that I'm not using a very good team, but I don't know. It's not terrible. And then he goes into Minior. And oh boy. Anyway, I'm going to Seismitoad so I can maybe take down his rock typing. And then he starts shell smashing. I was like, oh dear. I'm getting knocked out by this thing. Anyway, I did Scald. But he had the Sash, which meant he would survive that. He went Shields down, which, showed off his nice orange color. And I totally thought I was going to get knocked out with the 3 times his special attack, but he actually survives on 10%. Well, actually less than 10%. And then he brings out his Executor. Okay, I had another team, which I never recorded anything from it because it was a really weird and random team. But it had an Executor sort of like this. It ran a Citrus Berry, not a Figgy Berry, but I'm not actually sure what's better. Because, in that team, I was always sort of comparing Executor to a Tropius. Despite Executor having higher base stats. Oh yeah, now I one-hit it with Relic Song. I'll talk about that in a second, but it doesn't have, all the stats that you would expect from, a Tropius. Well, now my Meloetta is taken out. Okay. So we have I'll talk about Meloetta some other time. So then we have, my Cloyster takes the hit, and it's a Metronome Icicle Spear thing. And I was hoping it'd take it out that turn, and it does. And that leaves it down to the Incineroar, and I decided to be all, poet. Oh, well, actually, it got taken out by Lurkus Lariat. Anyway, so I had to go to Primarina in the most epic of all battles. Because it's thematic, and then I take it out with Oceanic Operette. And it was a nice game, and he said GG at the beginning of turn 15, because of course he did. I don't know, that was a fun, close game. We do sometimes run into some really stally teams on Showdown. Well, actually I haven't, but I've heard a lot about them. And even I used to run a troll team, but it is really nice when you run into these hard-fought, close matches. Everyone just sort of ends up good. That one. Yet I had Incineroar as a starter. Chose wrong. Well, actually, it was the cutest thing on the planet. And Torcat's really cool. It was only 4 minutes? Oh well. Have a good evening.